Life isn't easy, it's relentless. But so are you. Pain will come, but regret? That's permanent. Every moment, every inch counts. Success is built on decisions, not luck. People will doubt you, let them. Your dream is yours to protect, and fear? It's not weakness, it's your power rising. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Move now, because the light you fear is the power you've been hiding all along. Life isn't meant to be easy. It's not a smooth, uninterrupted path of happiness and success. The world will challenge you, push you to your limits, and sometimes knock you down when you least expect it. But here's the truth. Life rewards those who refuse to stay down. The ones who rise after every fall, learn from every failure, and keep moving forward no matter the obstacles. The world isn't filled with endless opportunities handed to you on a silver platter. No one's life is free of struggle. Everyone faces hardships, whether it's personal battles, financial struggles, emotional setbacks, or unexpected losses. Your ability to endure the tough times, to stand up after you've been knocked down, is what separates the successful from those who give up. The storms will come. They always do. But remember, storms are temporary. Your resolve is not. You have the power to decide how you respond when life hits you hardest. And that decision, that choice to rise again, is what shapes your future. The true test of your strength isn't how easily you succeed. It's how much adversity you can endure and still stand tall. Life will punch you in the gut, knock you sideways, make you question everything you thought you knew about yourself. But the winners, the ones who succeed in life, are the ones who bounce back with even more determination than before. It's not about avoiding the hits, it's about how you recover. Resilience is the key to every success story. The strongest people are the ones who've been through hell and kept moving forward. So when life gets tough, when you feel like quitting, remind yourself, you're tougher than you think. It's easy to look at setbacks and failures as signs that you should quit. But challenges are not roadblocks. They are lessons. Each time life knocks you down, it teaches you something valuable about yourself, about the world, about how to keep going even when everything seems impossible. Every failure, every painful experience is building you into someone stronger, someone who can handle even greater challenges in the future. The more you go through, the more you grow. Don't fear the hardships. Embrace them as opportunities to sharpen your mind, strengthen your will, and build your character. When you're in the middle of a struggle, it's easy to want to give up. But the most successful people aren't the ones who don't face challenges. They're the ones who face them head on and never stop moving forward. It's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get back up. Your ability to keep moving forward, even when you don't feel like it, is what will ultimately lead you to success. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. So keep putting one foot in front of the other, even on the toughest days. The fight is where you grow, where you become who you're truly meant to be. You don't build strength by avoiding challenges. You build it by facing them. The road won't always be easy, and there will be times when you feel like you can't take another step. But remember this, you've been through tough times before, and you're still here. This life will test you, but it will also reward those who persevere. It's not about being the best or having it easy. It's about being willing to face the struggles head on and keep fighting until the end. You may not see it now, but you are more powerful than you realize. You've already overcome so much in your life, so much that you once thought was impossible to get through. You've survived every challenge, every storm that came your way, and you're still standing. The world will keep throwing punches, but you've got the strength to handle them all. Life is tough, but so are you. We all experience pain. It's a part of life. Whether it's physical, emotional, or mental, Pain is something we all endure at some point. But here's the truth. Pain is temporary, but the regret of quitting lasts a lifetime. The real danger isn't the pain we go through, it's giving up when the going gets tough. When you quit, you're choosing a life of what-ifs, missed opportunities, and the permanent sting of regret. When you're going through a tough time, it can feel like the pain will never end. It feels like everything you're enduring is never going to get better. But pain has a shelf life. It eventually fades away, leaving you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. But regret? That never leaves. Regret sits in the back of your mind, quietly haunting you, reminding you of the chances you didn't take, the dreams you didn't chase, and the moments you didn't seize. Regret is a burden you carry forever, while pain is something you overcome. So ask yourself, would you rather endure the pain now, or live with regret for the rest of your life? Pain isn't something to be avoided or feared, it's something to be embraced. Pain is the ultimate teacher. It's the force that pushes you to grow, to evolve, to stretch beyond your limits. It's through pain that you discover your true strength. Every time you push through pain, you become stronger. Whether it's the physical pain of a tough workout, the emotional pain of a loss, or the mental pain of failure, pain is the catalyst for growth. If you give in to pain by quitting, you deny yourself the opportunity to become the person you're meant to be. Use the pain to build something stronger, better, and more resilient. When you quit, you close the door to what could have been. You deny yourself the possibility of success, of victory, of triumph. Quitting may seem like the easy option in the moment, but it's the hardest decision you'll ever make in the long run. The real tragedy isn't the pain you face, it's the potential you leave behind. When you quit, you will never know how far you could have gone, how much you could have achieved, or how great you could have become. You give up on your future, and no pain is worth that. Keep going, even when it hurts, because the reward of never giving up far outweighs the regret of quitting. The truth is simple. Quitting is the only thing that guarantees failure. As long as you keep going, as long as you keep pushing through, there's always a chance for success. You may stumble, you may fall, and you may face obstacles you never imagined. But if you never quit, you can't lose. Even in failure, you gain lessons, experience, and strength that you wouldn't have gained if you had given up. The moment you quit, that's when you truly fail. So don't let the temporary discomfort of pain make you throw in the towel. Keep fighting, keep striving, and keep moving forward. In the midst of pain, it's hard to see the bigger picture. But trust me, when you look back, you'll be grateful you didn't give up. The version of you that comes through the pain will be stronger, wiser, and more successful than you can even imagine right now. The pain you endure today will be the fuel for your success tomorrow. When you look back on this time, you won't regret the pain. You'll regret the moments you almost gave up, the times you almost quit, and the chances you almost didn't take. But if you keep pushing, the regret of quitting will never haunt you because you never gave up. If you're not in pain, you're not pushing yourself hard enough. Pain is the cost of progress. It's the price you pay for moving forward, for becoming better, for leveling up. Without pain, there's no growth, so stop viewing pain as an enemy. Instead, view it as a sign that you're on the right path. Embrace the struggle, push through the discomfort, and keep moving forward. Because in the end, you'll look back and be proud that you chose to face the pain rather than surrender to the regret of quitting. The difference between success and failure isn't always a huge leap. More often, it's in the small, seemingly insignificant moments, the tiny choices you make each day. Success isn't a result of grand, dramatic actions. It's built from small inches, tiny decisions, and milliseconds of effort that accumulate over time. These marginal gains are what separate the winners from the rest. Success doesn't happen all at once. It's a product of small, consistent steps, taken every single day. The secret to achieving greatness isn't in giant leaps, it's in the inches you move forward every day. When you consistently make better choices, focus on the details, and put in a little more effort each time, you're creating momentum that propels you toward your goals. Just like a small crack in a dam eventually leads to a breach, tiny daily decisions accumulate and compound over time, making a massive impact. The real winners know that the small wins add up to huge success. It's not about doing something huge once in a while. It's about showing up consistently, even when it feels insignificant. Every single moment is an opportunity. Whether it's how you choose to spend your morning, the food you eat, or how you react to a challenge, each moment is a chance to move closer to your goal. The small things you do, your habits, your mindset, the decisions you make are what define your future. Life is made up of moments. It's easy to overlook them, thinking they don't matter. But if you waste enough moments, they add up to wasted time. On the other hand, if you make every moment count, you'll look back and realize that those tiny decisions created a life you can be proud of. The journey toward your goals might not always feel like it's moving forward. It's easy to feel stuck, especially when progress seems invisible. But don't be deceived. Just because you can't see the results immediately doesn't mean you aren't making progress. The marginal gains you make every day are the building blocks of your success. If you consistently make small improvements, even when it doesn't feel like much, you'll eventually look back and see how far you've come. The effort you put in today will pay off tomorrow. Trust in the process and keep stacking those inches of progress. You don't need to be perfect every day. What you need is consistency. It's not about achieving greatness in one moment. It's about putting in the effort every single day, regardless of the circumstances. Whether you're working towards a fitness goal, a career milestone, or personal growth, small actions performed consistently will take you far. Every day, you're writing your story. Every choice, every action, every thought shapes your path. Even if you don't see the results today, trust that you're moving closer to your goal. The key is to keep showing up, to keep making those marginal improvements, and to stay committed to your vision. Sometimes, you don't need to make drastic changes to change your life. It's the small, deliberate actions that compound over time. That extra rep at the gym, choosing a healthy meal, waking up 30 minutes earlier, or choosing to read instead of scroll, these tiny changes seem insignificant in the moment, but they add up when you focus on improving just 1% each day. It doesn't take long for that progress to stack up. Before you know it, you've completely transformed your life. The difference between success and failure often lies in the margins, the moments where you choose to keep going when others quit, the tiny effort you put in when no one's watching. Winners focus on these margins. They know that it's the cumulative effect of these small moments that make the difference. They don't wait for grand opportunities, they create them with every small decision, every action, every effort. Success doesn't come from a single sprint, it's built on a long, consistent race. What you do consistently, day in and day out, will determine your outcome. Small improvements are like stacking bricks. They don't seem like much on their own, but eventually, they form the foundation of something great. Your dream is yours to protect and pursue. Others might try to hold you back, either out of their own fears or limitations, but what they say about you has no bearing on your potential. You have to guard your vision, nurture it, and keep going no matter the noise around you. People will tell you that it's impossible. They'll point out all the reasons why it can't be done, but their limitations are not your own. What they see as impossible is merely a reflection of their own beliefs. Don't let their doubts shape how you see the world. You have a vision that's unique to you. Trust it and stay focused. You weren't put on this earth to conform or to please others. You're here to make an impact. If you want something, if you have a goal, a dream, a mission, go after it relentlessly. There are no excuses. Don't wait for the stars to align or for the world to give you permission. Create your own path. Fear is a powerful force. It tries to hold you back, to convince you that you're not ready, not enough, or not capable. But fear is not a barrier. It's a sign you're on the right path. You'll feel afraid, and that's okay. Fear doesn't mean stop, it means go harder. If you let fear control you, it'll hold your dreams hostage. The key to success isn't the absence of fear. It's the ability to push through it. Your dream is your responsibility. No one will care about it as much as you do. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for validation. Take ownership and go after what you want. Others may try to bring you down, but you get to decide whether their opinions define you. You are in control. When they tell you it can't be done, when they say it's too hard, or when they question your ability, use that as fuel. Let their doubt become your motivation. People may doubt your path, but you know your purpose. Your dreams are too important to let anyone's negativity get in your way. Not everyone will understand your ambition, and that's okay. You don't need to explain or justify your dream to anyone. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your choices. Your dream is yours, and you're the only one who needs to believe in it. Stop seeking approval from others and focus on what's next. If you want something, don't wait for it to come to you. Take action, push through, and pursue it with everything you've got. People will always try to throw obstacles in your way, but it's up to you to keep moving forward, to keep believing in your dream, and to make it a reality. The world will try to make you doubt your dreams, but your vision is sacred. Protect it. Guard it fiercely, because no one else can see what you see, and it's your job to bring it to life. The road will be tough, the journey long, but the destination is worth every bit of struggle. Failure is not the end, it's part of the journey. In fact, failure is often the most valuable teacher you'll encounter on your path to success. It's not about avoiding failure, it's about how you respond to it. The real question is, will you get back up or will you stay down? Failure is a natural part of the process. Every successful person has faced it, and so will you. What truly matters is how you handle it. Fear of failure can paralyze you, but the real danger lies in fear of inaction. If you choose to stay stuck, paralyzed by the possibility of failure, you're choosing a life of regret. Don't fear failing. Fear standing still. Every failure is simply a lesson, an opportunity to learn, grow, and pivot. When you fail, it's not the end of the road, it's just a pit stop. Failure is feedback, a signal that something needs to change or be adjusted. The only true failure comes when you don't learn from your mistakes and refuse to try again. Failure isn't something to be avoided, it's a necessary part of success. You're not going to win every single time, and that's okay. What matters is your decision in the aftermath. You can decide to quit, to accept defeat, or to rise, adapt, and push forward. The outcome doesn't matter as much as your response to it. The best way to deal with failure is to make the decision to keep moving forward, no matter what. The winners are the ones who get back up when they've been knocked down. They keep going, no matter how hard it gets. The losers are the ones who throw in the towel at the first sign of struggle. The real strength lies in persistence. Keep fighting, keep pushing, and eventually, the tide will turn in your favor. Failure doesn't subtract from your worth, it adds to your story. Every setback is a stepping stone to your ultimate success. Think of it this way. You're only one failure away from succeeding if you keep learning and improving. The more you fail, The closer you get to the breakthrough you've been working for, every failure, every misstep, every wrong turn is a layer in your foundation of success. Without failure, there would be no growth, no lessons learned, and no victory to celebrate. Embrace it. Don't run from failure, build upon it. Let it fuel your hunger to achieve even more. Speed matters. Fail quickly so you can learn faster. Don't waste time dwelling on what went wrong. Analyze, adjust, and move forward. The faster you fail, the faster you learn, and the quicker you move towards success. Success isn't handed out. It's earned in sweat, sacrifice, and relentless commitment. If you want to win, your desire must burn hotter than your need for comfort. You can't want comfort and greatness at the same time. One will always kill the other. You have to want it that badly. Like air when you're drowning. That level of hunger leaves no room for excuses. You won't wait for motivation, you'll move regardless. You'll work while others rest. Push when others stop. Grind when others doubt. Because success isn't a wish, it's a need. Sleep in, skip the workout, waste hours scrolling or chasing approval. That's comfort. And comfort is the silent killer of dreams. Every moment you choose ease over effort, you delay your destiny. Want to win? Sacrifice is non-negotiable. That means less sleep, more hustle, fewer parties, more progress. Zero concern for opinions, 100% focus on execution, because discomfort now buys freedom later. And if you're not willing to give up something today, don't expect to gain anything tomorrow. Whatever your dream is, it must consume you. Think about it when you wake up. Grind for it all day. Fall asleep with it still in your mind. That's the level of obsession required. Not a hobby. Not a wish. A mission. Comfort whispers, you've done enough. Desire screams, you haven't even started. Comfort says, rest. Desire says, rise. When that fire inside you burns louder than every excuse, that's when momentum begins. Ordinary people chase ease. Extraordinary people chase impact. Success doesn't care how tired you are or how many times you failed. It only rewards those who kept moving, those who kept showing up when no one was watching. You're not lacking potential, you're just doubting it. That fear inside you, it's not weakness. It's the signal that something powerful is waking up. That shaking in your chest before you step up, that's your greatness trying to break through. Fear shows up when you're getting close to something real. When you're standing on the edge of growth, risk, or truth, fear will scream the loudest. But that doesn't mean stop. That means go, because fear and greatness ride the same path. You can't separate the two. If you feel fear, you're on the right track. Push through it. The version of you that you've never met, the one who's disciplined, focused, and unstoppable, is waiting just past that fear. It's not your failures you fear, it's your potential. Deep down, you know you're capable of more. That's what scares you. The pressure of becoming who you were born to be. The weight of purpose, but that light, that's not meant to be buried under doubt, shame, or playing small. It's meant to blind every limitation, to lead the way, to show others what's possible when you stop hiding. You weren't meant to stay in the dark. You were built to shine, even if it terrifies you. The power you keep searching for in books, people, quotes, it's already inside you, locked behind hesitation and self-doubt. But once you decide to stop waiting and start believing, that power wakes up. And once it wakes up, nothing can stop it. This isn't about arrogance. This is about alignment, knowing your worth, believing in your mission, refusing to let fear dictate your life. Your voice matters. Your dream matters. Your life matters. And you are powerful enough to change it. Not tomorrow, not someday, Now, there's a moment when everything changes, not when the world gives you permission, but when you give it to yourself. When you stop waiting to be chosen and instead choose yourself. That's when the shift begins. That's when you rise. Success doesn't come to the most talented. It comes to the most decisive. The moment you stop saying someday and start saying now, you've already begun winning. You don't stumble into greatness. You don't fall into legacy. You build it brick by brick, choice by choice. So ask yourself, who do I want to be at the end of this year? What kind of energy do I want to carry every room I walk into? What kind of discipline do I want my future self to thank me for? Then decide. Not when you feel ready, not when it's easy, but right now. No one's coming to hand you your dream. No one's writing your name on the winner's board unless you earn it. So stop auditioning for approval. Stop waiting for applause. The most valuable player is self-appointed. You become it by grinding in the dark when no one's watching. You become it by outworking your excuses. You become it by treating every day like Game 7. You want to be great? Then act like it. Speak like it. Move like it. You don't need someone to tap you on the shoulder and say, now you're worthy. You already are. But you've got to own it. Your background doesn't define you. Your setbacks don't define you. Your current situation doesn't define you. Your decision does. Decide to go all in. Decide to be unshakable. Decide to be the one who doesn't fold. Life will test you. Not once, not twice, but over and over again until you either break or break through. There will be moments so dark, so heavy that getting out of bed feels like climbing a mountain. That's not weakness. That's life calling you to war. Life doesn't play fair. It hits you in the gut when you least expected loss, failure, betrayal, depression, silence. And just when you think you've hit rock bottom, it hands you a shovel. But here's the truth. You don't stay down. You don't surrender. You crawl. You claw. You fight. Not for applause. Not for comfort. But for your future. For your name. For your soul. You fight inch by inch. You fight when it hurts. You fight when no one's watching. You fight when your voice shakes. Your back aches, and your faith feels like a flicker. And that's how you rise. That's how legends are built. Nobody talks about the storm while it's happening, but they'll remember the rise. They'll talk about the comeback. Not because it was easy, but because it was earned. Greatness isn't born in comfort. It's born in chaos. It's born in pain. It's born in those moments when everything screams, give up. And something inside you whispers, keep going. You can lose everything. But as long as you don't lose that fight in you, you haven't lost. So if you're in the dark, good. That means the story isn't over. That means your fight is still alive. That means you've got one more round. Stand up, square your shoulders, and fight. Everyone wants the reward. Few are willing to pay the price. Success doesn't come gift wrapped, it comes through sacrifice. And if you're serious about your future, then something has to die today. Your comfort, your excuses, your distractions. You cannot become the best version of yourself while clinging to the old one. Growth demands a funeral, a burial of your former habits, your limitations, and your pride. That means letting go of late nights for early mornings, laziness for discipline, distraction for focus. You aren't meant to stay the same. You're meant to evolve, level up, rise. And that requires sacrifice. It's not about losing who you are. It's about becoming who you're born to be. Talent can give you a head start, but it can't carry you to the finish line. Skill is what separates the dreamers from the doers. And skill is paid for in sweat, in time, in relentless repetition. You don't become great by wishing. You become great by working while others sleep, practicing while others play, and pushing when others stop. The real flex. Not your natural gifts, but the discipline to train them until you're unstoppable. You weren't born just to survive. You were born to serve, to impact, to elevate others. The highest form of living is giving, and if your life ends without lifting another soul, you've missed the point entirely. You don't have to be rich to give. You don't need a platform to lead. Every single day is an opportunity to pour into someone through your words, your presence, your strength, your kindness. Ask yourself daily, who did I help? Who did I encourage? Who's better because I showed up today? Legacy isn't built through things. It's built through people. The world measures worth in possessions. But real fulfillment comes from contribution, not accumulation. It's not about how much you take in, but how much you pour out. Time, wisdom, support, love. A selfish life is a small life, but a life of service. That's a life that echoes beyond the grave. No more pointing fingers. No more playing the victim. If you're breathing, you're still in the fight. And if you're in the fight, you've got a choice to fold or to rise. Life won't hand you perfect circumstances. People will fail you. Plans will fall apart. But hear this, you can still win if you take ownership. Blaming is easy. Responsibility? That's where the power lives. Own your failures. Own your mistakes. Own your next move, because every time you choose accountability, you take control of your destiny. You weren't created to live average. You've got fire in you, discipline in you, grit in you, but it only activates when you say, this is my life, and I'm not wasting it. Your background doesn't define you. Your current struggle doesn't own you. You're the author now, so write a powerful next chapter. You don't need permission. You don't need applause. Everything you need to become powerful, unstoppable, and fulfilled is already inside you. You're not waiting to be chosen. You've already been equipped with vision, fire, purpose, and the will to fight. That voice inside that whispers, you're made for more. That's not a lie. That's your truth. Greatness isn't out there in some distant land. It lives inside your decisions, your habits, your sacrifices. It lives in you. You can build. You can heal. You can lead. You can change the room when you walk in, shift the culture, and rewrite your legacy. But first, you have to believe. Believe in the power you carry. Believe in your ability to rise, even when the odds are stacked against you. Because when you activate that belief, nothing can stop you. If this hit your soul, don't just scroll, subscribe, and turn wisdom into winning. Your future self will thank you.